You have a lot of positivity, positive energy in you, and if you want to do something special. And I think our players recognize that Tyler has overcome a lot, battled through a lot, and he still has that great smile, and he still looks tremendous. He's definitely a Boilermaker. He's #1 in our heart, and we appreciate everything he's done for us and our football team. We're going to continue to be here for him, and we love him very much. So getting to the game, just a great performance. I tell you what, you know, I don't have anything negative to say. Our guys played as hard as they could. We knew we would have to come in and play for 60 minutes. We knew even if we got a lead, these guys were going to fight back. It's a good football team, and they know how to win. So that's why we try to play aggressive. And I think we've taken on that approach after our first 3 losses to say, hey, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to take chances. I think our coaches have done a great job of putting our players in a better position to succeed. We've been more aggressive in our approach. We've been as creative as we could to stay on the attack. And that's offense, defense, special teams. So I'm proud of our coaches. Our players have continued to work hard, put in great effort, have a great attitude, play together. And anybody can step up at any given time. And obviously, you guys have seen Rondell Moore as a special player. In my opinion, after that performance, I don't know if you're going to see a more spectacular guy in the way he plays and what he's able to do when he's being hit and tackled and fights through and goes and scores and gets open. They put a guy right over top of him the whole game. He still finds a way to get open. DJ Knox ran hard. David Bow played well. Our whole team really gave great effort. Defense was outstanding. They bent a little bit, but you're going to, and then they tightened up inside the 10-yard line. But they played hard, and they kept them out of the end zone. And even when they got a few runs, once again, we responded. So a great performance. You know, it's amazing how, you know, you can be sitting at 0-3 with some hard losses and find a way to do this. And it just kind of goes to show you what can happen if you put your mind to it and if you have a good group of guys that stick together and do things the right way. And community and fan base that wants you to win, has a lot of hunger itself. And I think everybody just kind of bonded together. Tyler, our fan base, our team, and a great thing happened. So I couldn't be prouder.
Questions? Start here.
Coach, Ohio State came into this ball game undefeated, averaging 46 points a game. You held them to 3 points in the first half, and you seemed not to miss a tackle all night. What was the difference this week in tackling drills? Because you guys didn't miss a tackle all night long.
Well, I wish I could tell you the secret formula. You know, really for us, it's about just finding a way to improve and get better. And we had 3 hard losses, and when you do, and when it really hurts, it causes you to work that much harder. And I want these losses to hurt, and they do. They hurt me. They hurt our players. So, you know, we go about finding ways to get better. We're critical of ourselves. We find ways to improve. Our guys have worked hard. We knew this was going to be a great opponent, but we wanted to play aggressive. And I think sometimes if you're playing aggressive and you're on the attack, it can cause the other team to lose just a tad bit of confidence. And I think we gained confidence by the way we were playing. They maybe lost just a tad bit, and it helped us prevail in the end, but couldn't be prouder.
Mike?
Jeff, you talked at the opening about being aggressive, taking chances. You did that early on with the 4th and goal, or the 4th down when you went for it, and also the big field goal. What went into those 2 decisions?
Well, we've had a couple fakes in the last couple of weeks. We knew a couple of fakes would be there this week in special teams. Coach has been on me to call it, Coach Tarmadol, and it was the right moment. You know, we could have got 3 points, but we wanted more, and we knew we had to get more. We knew a small lead in the first half wasn't going to be enough, so we went for it. We executed perfectly, and that stuff gives you momentum. It gives you a spark. It gives you life. It gives your fans life, and it takes a little bit out of the opponent. So any little thing we could do, we tried to do, and we wanted to err once again on being aggressive, and it really is. It's amazing to me how good things happen when you are aggressive. Our defense was aggressive all night. Special teams were. Our offense we tried to be, and good things happen.
Hey, Coach. All during the season, I've asked you about the unsung heroes. Why don't you talk a little bit about your defense, how great they played tonight, the defensive line, just the whole defense?
Well, I think our defense was outstanding today. We came in with an aggressive plan, an aggressive approach. They did a pretty good job of playing man when we had to man. We did a pretty good job of creating a little bit of pressure. We did a good job of making the quarterback feel a little uncomfortable with a lot of different looks. Some max blitz looks too to get him on his heels. When they checked, we checked. So it was a cat and mouse game that we were trying to play, and we happened to win. And with that, our offense was able to score some points and make them maybe slightly panic a little bit in their approach. And, it just goes to show you how far our defense can come, because we were not where we need to be early on. And our coaches and players worked extremely hard, so I'm proud of them all, because this was a big-time performance.
Mike?
Why did this defense grow up so fast?
Why did our defense grow up so fast? I tell you what, I think it's because we have passionate coaches that want to win. We tell our players all the time, look, we're your best buddies. We're going to help you off the field as much as we can. We're going to help you in the game of life. But when it's time to go on the field, when it's time to practice, when it's time to play the game, we're going to be intense. And we want you to match the intensity, but we're going to be intense. We're going to demand the most of you. We're going to push you to be your best, and then we'll be your buddy off the field. So I think that the passion that our coaches have had have carried over to our players. A lot of these guys have not won a whole lot of games, so they want to win. It means something to them. It's important to them. They're hungry, and hunger can do a lot for you. So just a credit to our guys.
Brian?
What can this moment mean in the big picture of what you want to do at Purdue, if it's even sunk in yet?
Well, I mean, it is a huge moment. We're not going to not deny it. This is a fantastic win, a great performance by our football team. It wasn't like we won by 1 point. We played football, and our guys came ready to play. And like I said, it just goes to show you what you can do. And on the flip side of it, it goes to show you what you can't do when you lose to Eastern Michigan. So, we have to understand that that the game of football is similar to the game of life. If you put in the time, if you have a great attitude, if you not only are working hard to improve yourself, but your team, good things will happen. And we got a bunch of great leaders that you'll talk to after me that understand that, and they've done a great job. This is a player-led team. Our leaders have stepped forward and kept our team together. I mean, 0-3 is not a lot of fun, but our guys hung together, and we found a way to improve.
Coach David Blau was extremely poised with the football tonight. When he didn't have places to go with the ball, he would just throw it right out of bounds. Was that your instructions to him, to just keep calm, not panic, and just throw it out of bounds when there was nothing there?
Well, I think when you talk to David, he'll tell you I try to challenge him quite a bit, and I expect the best out of him, and I want him to be great, and he has definitely found a way to get close to that being great. And he's had some great performances. He stepped up and played at a high level. This was a great defense that wanted to bring pressure, that got good players, and he hung in there. And that's part of playing quarterback, is being tough, and that young man is extremely tough. And he hung in there, and even sometimes when he got some push, he was able to follow through and put a little snap to it, found a way to throw it away a few times, took care of the ball. You got to take a sack every now and then when you can't do that, but the guy has played phenomenal, and to see him grow at that position over the last year and a half, it's great to see, and I'm very proud of him.
Jeff, your first game at Purdue against Louisville, it was a big national stage like this, and you guys played them tough for a half. What was different in the last year and a half that prepared you guys for the big stage again and then to complete the job this time?
Well, that's a good question. And when I talked to the team last night, we talked about that, and I said, you know what? I don't think last year, and I don't think even before this week, we were ready for this moment. And I told them, we are ready for it now. You guys have paid your dues. You've paid the price. You've worked hard. And you guys can win the game if you believe you can. And if we play as hard as we can for 60 minutes and give everything we have, good things can happen. And they surpassed my expectations by the way they played today. So it's a testament to them and their hard work.